It'll be the Celtics off the tip. The three. And it's Tatum missing. You know, for a team that's had deep playoff runs almost every year recently, the Celtics fell short last season, okay?
Well, injuries and other factors played into that. But there's so much parity in the NBA right now. There is no team invincible come playoff time.
And this is inexcusable. The defense must force Markkanen further away from the rim.
Out of bounds. It'll be Utah's ball. Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
I caught up with Coach Joe Mazzulla. We talked about Lauri Markkanen, and I asked him how he wanted his players to guard him tonight. And he said we can't afford to lose sight of him out on the perimeter because he's a big that can really shoot it, especially when he's operating in the pick and roll. It'll be interesting to see how Markkanen fares against them in this one. Back over to you, Brian.
Allie, thank you. Just 5 on the clock. Bailey's shot is off. Tatum, good.
Love watching Tatum shoot with decisiveness. He feels like no one can guard him.
Here's Kessler. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. That one on Tatum. And you look for bright spots in this developing core for Utah, Grant. What stands out?
Well, I think it's the front court, B.A. You have 2 gifted scoring forwards in Markkanen and Bailey. Then you've got Walker Kessler, an elite shot blocker, manning the middle.
Now here's Tatum. Drops in the layup for 2. Tatum's got 6.
This is how confident Tatum is. Knows he can score inside whenever he wants.
George. Markkanen from long range. Yes, and it's George picking up the assist. He's got 5.
Starting to find his rhythm. He's cooking, and he knows it.
Yeah, when he gets engaged this early in the game, it's bad news for the defense. He can roll this start throughout the rest of the game.
Here's Tatum. Kessler with a rebound.
Surprising he didn't bury that, but hey, it happens sometimes.
Markkanen outside. Jacks up a 3. Boston with a rebound.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. You just missed it.
George, right side. Back to Markkanen. And the go-ahead bucket, no good. About 3 minutes gone in the first quarter.
He may not have that traditional power forward build, but his bounce, well, that kind of levels the playing field.
Boston shooting their first free throw tonight. The floor is space for the Celtics, Richard, and they've launched threes at a record pace.
And when those shots are falling, they are tough to beat. But they live by the 3, die by the 3. Some say they settle when the shot's not falling.
The Celtics making a switch here. And finished off by Kessler.
It's very difficult to slow him down defensively, especially when you have communication problems.
Connects from downtown.
Defensively, you have to stay connected to him on the perimeter.
The 3, George knocks it down from distance.
And there's a nice rhythm to his three-point shot. You know, George has a confident stroke.
Brown, no good.
Usually he's a master in the midi, but not that time.
Pass to Hendricks. Here's the 3. The rebound, Celtics.
Even though it didn't go down, he'll take that shot every time.
Brown, no good. Utah trailing here. Here's Bailey. George outside. Markkanen outside. The 3 is up. Hauser grabs the board. So it's Boston now. Outside White. There's the drive. Uses the glass on the layup. White's got 5 points.
Give a good player a good look, and you know what the outcome will be.
And so Will Hardy calls the timeout. He's going to take a minute to regroup with his players. There's a minute 34 left in the first quarter. Here's Collier. And the officials will call the illegal screen here.
You can get away with one once in a while, but it looked like he wasn't completely set on that pick.
You gotta blow the whistle when it's that obvious. Great call there by the official.
All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
Thanks, B.A. Well, the Celtics have a great 1-2 punch with Jaylen Brown and Jason Tatum. Tatum said JB always starts the game really aggressive. I'm a naturally laid-back guy. I kind of see things out first, and then I can essentially take over when I need to. We have found that balance. Brian, back to you.
A dangerous duo. All right, Allie, appreciate the report. And it's Utah with the ball. Following the bucket by Boston. Shot clock at 6. Utah needs to get off a shot here. Filipowski for 3. And the three-pointer goes.
The way he can elevate over a defender from deep, very tough to contain outside the arc.
Here's Simons. Into the lane. Another one falls for Boston.
An outstanding first quarter from the field.
Boston leading by 7. It home off a terrific move.
Sends it home with some passion.
I think he's rubbing it in a little bit here, hanging up there like that. Anthony Simons has been leading the charge for Boston, hunting for opportunities, leading to 9 points in the quarter. All right, we'll get back to the action after this break.
14.
We welcome you back to second quarter action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. And a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for Boston.
Showing their energy so far, sprinting up and down the floor, getting out in transition and taking advantage.
And I've also liked how they've attacked the opposition off of turnovers. I mean, just making them pay for every mistake out there.
Well, there's the shot clock violation, so they'll turn it over. Well, few descriptions more glowing than saying a player is clutch. What, in your opinion, Grant, enables a player to be that way?
You know, B.A., it's about confidence and command. When you're able to process and execute under the pressure, both internal and external, that's when you have a chance to be clutch.
And here's Bailey for 3. Counted from distance.
3 points.
Bailey's got his first 3 points of the game.
Well, Bailey is a shot-making machine, particularly off the catch at this stage.
Brown gets the bucket.
They just look so overwhelmed inside. That's why they continue to get attacked.
Pass to Hendricks. And here's Kessler. Three-pointer, no good. Tatum feeling it out a bit. Oh, and it's Tatum finishing it off inside.
Yeah, their defense is starting to wear down. That's 3 straight buckets at the rim.
And George launches it from deep. Queta pulls it in.
Defense dodged the bullet that time. Total breakdown.
Outside White. They set a pick. Tatum from long range. Buries it from 3. Tatum's got 11 points.
An accurate shooter from distance. Tatum's teammates want him to keep looking to pull the trigger.
Rebounded by Bailey. Jazz trail by 13. He takes it in. Pass to Kessler. to end the run. Oh, look at the fin with the finish. Lauri Markkanen.
Oh, yeah, that'll do it.
Wow, an emphatic two-handed slam. Well, Lauri Markkanen comes from a family full of athletes.
Oh, yes, indeed, B.A. Lauri's mom and dad were both pro basketball players, and so was one of his brothers. And his other brother is a professional soccer player, so it definitely runs in the family.
Here's White, and he drives in.
Woo! Defensively, you can't afford to let him get to the rim that easily.
Well, that might be why their deficit is what it is right now.
Yeah, it's going to take better rim protection than that if they're going to climb out of this hole.
And so Will Hardy calls the timeout. We might see him looking to make some tweaks to the strategy. Quarter number 2 and around 3 minutes gone by. Pass to Hendricks. Kicks it to George. Here's Hendricks. Lets the three fly. Simons outside with the drive. And that one is stuffed right through.
I mean, he's just so electric. Simons putting on a show.
Markkanen from long range. Utah with another miss. Celtics lead by 13. And here's Simons outside. It goes again. His 6th basket in 7 tries.
And just totally relentless, only increasing the intensity level.
Always plays hard until the final whistle, no matter what the situation is.
Pass to Hendricks. Shot clock at 5. Markkanen. And Markkanen with the stuff.
With his inside-outside game, Markkanen is tough to defend in the pick and roll.
And he says right back at you with a big dunk of his own.
What a finish. I mean, he just took over himself.
What a show of power right there from the point guard. Man, sweet.
A point guard getting up like that? Boy, that is special.
Here's Bailey. And that one is hammered home.
A big-time slam right there by Bailey. You know, good to see this young man play with such authority.
Here's Simons. And how about that? 8 for 9 now.
No, he's been locked all the way in from the floor, and he's the #1 reason why they're winning right now.
Kicks it out to Markkanen. 3-pointer. They get it back. Ball stolen. Out on his own on the break. Oh, botches the slam dunk finish. Jazz trail by 16. Second shot opportunity. Down low, Markkanen.
Being Markkanen is 7 feet tall, he's absolutely an inside threat. I just love watching him capitalize from this area.
Here's George. Shireman grabs the board. Pass to Walsh. Robbed. And so it's Boston. A sizable lead of 14 at the break. They're getting quality looks, and that's why they're shooting at such a high clip. Time for a quick break, then back to the action. And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly in the second. Jazz trail by 14. George outside. Pass to Kessler. Here's Bailey. Queta pulls it in. It's stolen. Pass break, Utah. George for 3.
Impeccable defense by the rangy Tatum. Getting his timing just right to come up with that block.
And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
Thanks a lot, Brian. Jason Tatum talked about his development since coming into the league, and he said earlier, I was playing the game just to play the game instead of thinking it. It's tough when you're younger. You just want everything to happen so fast, but it doesn't work like that. Brian?
He's come a long way. All right, Allie, thank you. Jazz trail by 16. And Grant, when it comes to pure shot-making ability, scouts love Ace Bailey's natural tools.
Yeah, when he's taking good shots, he can carry the offense. He needs to get a little stronger and clean up a few things, but his upside as a scorer is tremendous.
Marking it outside. 6 on the shot clock. George with it. Picked up by Tatum.
Stumbling to start the second half. 3 straight misses.
That one doesn't drop.
Nice rebound. Trying to match the other team's intensity right now.
No good from outside. He got his defender off his feet with a pump fake, but couldn't knock it down. Marking it inside. Boston with a rebound.
Is it possible to rest too much? Because he hasn't been able to get into a groove since coming back in. And they have been cold coming out of the break. Only getting one of their first 4 shots to drop this half. Got to pick it up.
And so Will Hardy calls the timeout. He'll take the opportunity to regroup.
There's just a lot of wide open lanes to the rim here. That'll drive your coach nuts.
Yeah, we can see over here. The coach, he has some choice words for his team. Words he cannot repeat.
Once again, fans, that was Celtics Entertainment. Make some noise.
Pass to Bailey. Here's Mikhailuk. Clock at 6. Jaylen Brown with a rebound.
Scoreless in their first 5 attempts since halftime. It's getting ugly.
There's Tatum with the 3. Good. And Brown gets the assist. Tatum's got 5 points in the quarter.
After sinking 1 triple in the first quarter, he nails another one in the second quarter. He's got it going on.
And Nurkic throws it down.
Number 13.
An imposing screener, Nurkic using all of his frame to create space.
A nice shot by Tatum.
He knocked 1 deep ball in the first half, but you start to get the feeling he's finding his rhythm out there now.
Utah moving the ball around. Pass to Mikhailuk. Tried to come right back with a 3 of his own, but it's no good. Celtics lead by 20. Now Tatum tries again.
Smart.
The nurses